Okay guys, hey, sorry to bother you again, but this is another of those things that's just gonna bug me until I say it. Have you seen the 30-second slot for Rebels Season 3?
Saturday, September 24th at 8:30, anywhere you can watch Disney XD.
Because I did, and I know it's a bad idea to panic and draw conclusions based on 1 or 2 seconds, but I'm gonna do exactly that, so, hooray for me.
Everybody ready? Yep, let's go.
First off, this one. Thrawn grabs this guy, and, okay, we don't technically see him yell, but we definitely see him snarl. Thrawn was always a pretty composed individual. One imagines he had to be, since he would have been facing a lot of racism being where he was. And he was good to his men, or he was supposed to be, unless they were stupid. He doesn't strangle people, or at least he didn't used to. Can't record one of these without you. I've heard the suggestion that the guy he's grabbing might be some new, younger version of Pelion. His Watson-style sidekick from Legends, reimagined as this fresh-faced young captain instead of a seasoned old war vet. All I'm gonna say is if that is Pelion, I 100% expect Pelion to show up in other media. He was kind of Thrawn's most enduring legacy. And it might be another indication that Thrawn's time on the show as a part of this mortal coil isn't gonna be very long. But he'll inspire Pelion before he kicks it, so I guess there's that. I don't even know if this person's Pelion, I'm just going off on random tangents now. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that one. This is the one that bothered me. What in the name of Jesus, Gary, and Mary Sue is going on here? First off, what the hell are Thrawn and Hera doing in the same room this early in the game? In fact, why the hell is Hera even alive in this situation? She's the leader of Phoenix Squad. Kill her and they are down their best pilot. How is she not dead already if Thrawn's outsmarted her so much he's somehow captured her? I think that's what's going on here. I know the voiceover implies he's using her as bait for the rest of the rebels.
Rebels have friends always rushing to the rescue.
But she doesn't need to be kept alive for that. And if she somehow does need to be alive, she should be in a hyper-secure cell somewhere under heavy guard, not sitting there right next to the Grand Admiral where she can see and hear and spy on everything he's doing and report back after her inevitable rescue. In fact, if she is bait, then being in the same room with her isn't just stupid, it's suicidal. The Ghost has 2 powerful Force users on its crew. 3 if Maul just happens to tag along. The Ysalamiri are still not canon.
The Ysalamiri creatures are not something that we brought in to the show. So he won't have the Force bubble creatures, because when I had a talk one point a long time ago in the Clone Wars production with George, and we were discussing those creatures, and we thought they were kind of an implausibility because they were part of a life. They were alive, and things that are alive aren't negated out of the Force. So at least as we understood it. So I decided not to actually carry that forward.
Kanan and Ezra, and also possibly Maul, are gonna cut through all conventional forces and defenses like butter. If Thrawn's brilliant genius plan is for these guys to run right at his face, his time on the show is gonna be even shorter than we thought it was gonna be. But really, the thing that bothers me most is this shot. Why is he murmuring in her ear like some creeper? Thrawn was a master of head games, but he didn't play them for fun. He killed his enemies. He didn't toy with them. He wasn't cruel just for its own sake. That's part of what made him so interesting. He also never wasted lives. And because Hera is a main character who we all just know is going to be alive and free by the end of the episode, all the lives that will later be spent fighting her and her allies are 100% Thrawn's own fault. So many of his people are dead just because he couldn't kill his enemy when he had the chance. No. Shooting an enemy commander in the head is way too easy and effective. We need something complicated and certain to fail in order for it to be a proper bad guy plan. Obviously, if I'm wrong and Thrawn does kill Hera, I will immediately shut my mouth, call this the best show ever, and never complain ever again. But as it stands right now, I have an easier time believing Thrawn's gotten the ineffective Bond villain makeover than that Hera somehow isn't going to survive this. Rebels is a show where the death of 2 incompetent bad guys was a shocker. The death of a main hero is basically unthinkable. Look, I know where I rank on the totem pole here. I know they're well within their rights to make Thrawn a conventionally mean, sadistic, underling-abusing, mustache-twirling, monologuing, "Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you" blank card of a bad guy if that's what they really want to do. But that isn't the Thrawn we waited 20 years to see. The fact that he was the first Imperial antagonist who wasn't conventionally evil was a big part of what made him so compelling. If he's going to be on screen for the first time in 20 years and this is him, this isn't him. And yes, I know Timothy Zahn, who created Thrawn and clearly put a lot of himself into the character, has signed off on the direction Rebels is going with him, but that could mean just about anything. Did he read the scripts? Was he consulted on the scripts? Did they show him animatics? How involved is he really? He's appeared at cons with a Rebels writer by his side, which gives me some hope, but I think it's naive to think he had complete control of the character's portrayal. I don't know if he had veto power, is what I'm saying. I'm certain no one wants to make him unhappy, but I don't know how much control they gave him, is what I mean. Dave Filoni, you could really break our hearts with this one. Please, please, please remember that there was always more to Thrawn than just the art thing. Please, please don't screw this up.